Just a few days ago, they announced a rebalance of Galvanic Discharge, where it now just generates 2 energy instead of 3. Guided Souls now cost 4 energy to make an angel instead of 3. And Oscillate Pride, this is probably the biggest one, costs 2 instead of 1. So with these nerfs in place, the big question is this deck still playable?
Yes! It didn't do fucking shit! This deck is still busted!
Those nerfs they put in place is just a minor inconvenience. Ajani is just so OP, especially paired with Goblin Bombardment. It didn't really take down the power level of this deck enough. In order to illustrate this, I drew a little diagram here. So on the left we have power level, and all other decks right now are currently about this power in Historic. Before Energy was nerfed, which is this one, we had its power all the way up here. After the nerf, we can consider the power level to be right here. As you can see, it did go down in power. However, it's so far from everything else that it just doesn't really matter. So with that extremely helpful diagram out of the way, let's play some games with this deck. Let's see if this turn 2 Pride really slows us down that much. This hand looks good. I mean, Guided Souls into Ajani, sure. And the back and Goblin Bombardment to play after. Okay, could be playing against like Jeskai control, which is actually bad for us. Alright, maybe it's just blue-white control. No more lies. Control's actually a pretty bad matchup for us. Oh, but they're stuck on 2 lands. We're gonna play the Lootmonger. I was afraid of the next Ajani getting countered, so okay. I'm guessing they're playing like Lotus. Alright, so does Ajani resolve? It does.
It's a beautiful day, brother.
Make this a 4/4. Pay the 4. And then let's Goblin Bombardment. I mean, this is like the whole problem all along, right? Is that we still have access to Goblin Bombardment. And Ajani just flipping over is so powerful. This hand looks good. Turn 1 Vanguard into Ajani. What more could you want? I'll shock here. I should probably just play the plains, but shocking's fine. A little bit too many lands, I guess. If we draw another land here, which we did, it's pretty unfortunate. But playing against Eldrazi, so maybe they're pretty slow. We can run them over here. Really need to draw something next turn, though. Amped Raptor would be great. Bombardment, great. Just don't be a land, please. Okay. Well, there's something a little better. Opponent has 4 mana available. 3 Tree City is pretty interesting. I was wondering if this was going to be good in an Eldrazi deck. Of course, they don't have any Eldrazi out right now, so I guess it's like fine as like a one-of utility land. It is legendary. Okay. Kozilek's command and exile Ajani makes sense. Alright, we drew another land. And then we drew another land. Well, you can't really win games if all you draw is lands. Now if they like follow up with something huge here, like a Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because they only have 7 mana. Oh, they're gonna exile my Foundry. I have plenty of lands, but I guess now I can't play a Phlage. And I don't have any good attacks anymore. Okay, well that's actually pretty good. That's probably like the best thing we could have drawn here. Start making some more energy and some tokens. Sacking this blast zone is actually kind of good. There's a world breaker. Get another land from me. I mean, that's pretty good considering how many lands I destroyed of my own. That has reach too, which is unfortunate. I mean, I think we can like discharge this. If they go for the blast zone play, it kind of makes me want to attack with everything except for Pride. I mean, really, they're just going to get these 2 cards. That is kind of... We're going to attack like this. I mean, I assume they just block Guide of Souls here. But since they have Blast Zone, I might as well, like, try to close this game out, get an attack in. This also puts them to 3, so if they just play, like, something really big here, I can finish them with Phlage. That's an Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Don't exile another land, please. Are they just gonna go for Blast Zone? Okay, a Mind Stone. And Thief of Existence. Okay, well, GG's. Kind of close, but... Alright, Vanguard into Pride. Not as good as Guide into Pride, but we'll try it. It's so weird seeing it cost 2. Ooh, playing against Belcher, well... I think Belcher's actually, like, not a good matchup for me when my hand is this slow. And they could also be running, they could be running a, Brotherhood End in this deck. A lot of them have Brotherhood End. Okay, well if they're shoving aside, maybe they don't have it. Alright, there's Guide. So now we get to Guide into Pride. Then next turn we probably play Goblin Bombardment, or we just die here. Yeah, what can you do? Alright. Can't do nothing about that. GG's. Look at this. I can't play this turn 1 Oslet Pride. I mean, that is bad. Wish I had a Guide of Souls here. But still, I can hold up a Discharge and then play a Ajani. Well, there goes a Ajani. Hey, there's a Ajani. I'm actually going to play the Pride first, I think. Okay, blue-black. Fading Hope on the Pride. Still probably should have just ran out the Pride here, but get some offense going. Ashiok. They're trying. Are they opponents playing mill? This is kind of crazy.
Behold, my epilogue of fear.
I guess we might as well finish off Ashiok.
Remember your nightmares.
Then they can Fading Hope us, I guess, or Thoughtseize. I'm fine with Thoughtseize. I feel like I would rather them Thoughtseize us than like Fading Hope on the Pride again. I mean, if they're just playing mill, they have a long way to go. Okay. 10 more cards. Still 32. I do think I can kill them before they mill me out, though. Just gonna go ahead and flip a Ajani. We can do quite a bit more damage if I just plus here. Or if I draw a red source. Which I did not.
For the Pride!
Still have 26 cards. They have 1 card in hand. And you're dead. Unless this is a counterspell. Or you have something really good? Okay. GG's. This is what I like to see here. This is a great hand. Don't care about that. I feel like there's a pretty good chance my guide dies, but we'll make them have it. Grave Expectations. Okay. What is the opponent on? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm actually going to lead off with the Amped Raptor, I think. Wow, wow, wow. Just make some energy, I guess. Esper Sentinel. I mean, they could have some kind of sweeper. I actually think I'm just gonna play an Amulet and the Sentinel and pass. Okay, well I need to find a static prison, thank you. The perfect answer. Alright, well it's feeling like the coast is clear a little bit. Maybe we'll just go all in and get blown out by some kind of sweeper. Alright. Happy they just have like 1-for-1 removal. I mean, do I even care about playing this discharge? I'm just gonna let it go. Liliana, you gonna make me discard my static prison?
More distractions. Let's make this quick.
No problem. GG's. Alright, that seemed pretty easy. They didn't have a sweeper, they just had spot removal. It's pretty easy to get around that. GG's. Hand looks good. Anytime I can turn one pride, or excuse me, turn one guide, I will keep it. Now I just need a pride right on top for me. Okay, well I'll take that actually. Let's discard one of these discharge. They're playing like Jeskai control. We probably don't need it. It looks like they're playing Jeskai control. I'm going to take a counter spell. And ideally, like they're going to like try to sweep me up with the Wrath, and then I can counter that. Hopefully get under them that way. I'm gonna go ahead and sack this land. Yeah. Ooh, Sentinel's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna pay, and this is probably gonna be really obvious, is we're not paying the I was gonna say we're not paying for the Aether Hub. So they're gonna block my guide. Well, now I just have to hope they don't untap land, play a Wrath. I'll fight over it, I guess. I mean, if they just Wrath here, then I definitely lose. There we go. I mean, that was super risky. Probably the correct play is just to let the Snap eat the guide. I think that was an incredibly risky play. I don't recommend it. But opponent stumbled, and it looks like it paid off. So now, like, they're just gonna have a Wrath, right? And all we have to do is play this No More Lies. No, they had exactly Supreme Verdict. Why can't you have the other Wrath? We need a way to do 1 damage. No, another Supreme Verdict. Okay. Let me hit an amulet. A pride. Can you get rid of 2 creatures? Huh. I'll attack. What you got? So I'm gonna let this resolve. Let them cast it, and then I'll counter it and use discharge. Well, I guess they're going to blocks, then we'll go ahead and discharge. Yes. That was a crazy game. GG's.
Hey guys, Siege Rhino here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bah.